up everybody and welcome back to Ben's Big Drive. Now I've been getting a lot of questions recently to the effect of how do you practice? How do you do all these form things that you talk about and how do you incorporate them into your own game? Well, I'm here to tell you 3 different methods of practice, why you should split up your practice into 3 different methods, and how this can prevent you from plateauing in your game and make your practice time actually mean something. And you can see more improvements, have more fun playing disc golf, throw it farther, all the great things. So buckle up and let's get into it. So first of all, the 3 types of practice that I do in my own game are: first, I do exploratory practice. Second, I do field work. And then third, I do tournament prep when I'm planning on playing a tournament. Now I'm gonna go into what all of these 3 types of practice look like, but first I wanna start out with exploratory practice. Now this is a very, very important part of practicing and learning how to throw the disc correctly, but I feel like a lot of people skip this step and thus miss the improvements that they could be making had they done some exploratory practice. So what is exploratory practice? This is more so of a research stage than an actual practice stage. So what does this look like and how do I do it? Well, the first step is to grab your bag, grab your camera. Get a phone, get a camera, do whatever you need to do, but whatever you do, you have to have a video camera with you. So first step, hit the field with a video camera. Now the second step is very simple. Get some throws on video. And I know this might sound like a very simple concept, but I have 3 tips for you on this subject that will help you eliminate a lot of time and frustration when you try to do exploratory practice. So the first step in videoing yourself when you do exploratory practice is don't change your throw. I know that I get this temptation when I go out to do field work or when I go out to video myself that I want to change something to make it look better on camera, but do not do this. If you do that, you are wasting the opportunity to learn something from your body's natural throw. Because let me tell you a secret. Once you get out to the course in the middle of a tournament, you're not going to remember to do every little thing. You're going to do what your body naturally does through muscle memory. So you want to have that on camera. That's what you want to be analyzing. So don't change anything about your throw. Just get out there and get some natural throws on camera. Now, tip number 2 is to get every single angle. Do it from parallel, do it from behind, do it from the front, do it from the back. Do every single angle when you get out there, because the last thing you want to do is when you go to look at your footage, you have a great idea in some type of theory, but you don't have an angle that supports your theory, so you have to go out and do it again. Just make sure that you get every angle the first time when you go out to do your exploratory practice. Now, the third and last tip for videoing yourself is that you don't need 100 throws on camera. When I go out to do exploratory practice, I throw at most 10 shots, and 10 is way more than you need. The temptation again can just be to go out and to throw your whole bag 100 times, but what you're doing is you're wasting time and reinforcing bad habits that you could be spending analyzing your footage and learning something so that you can improve in the future. So only throw at max 10 shots on video when you're doing exploratory practice. The second step to exploratory practice is you have to go home and you have to spend time analyzing it. Get to know your form, get to know what your tendencies are. Take your footage and compare it to the pros. Now I have a whole nother video that shows you how to do this. I'll link it right here or right there. I never know which side it comes up on and I'm always wrong. So how about this? Both sides. So watch that video, find out how you can analyze your form, what to do, and the most important part of this is writing it down. Write down all the possible problems that you see with your form. Let me tell you, if you don't write it down, you won't remember it and you'll have to do this step all over again. So make sure that you're diligent in writing it down. So this is maybe the most important part, and the last step of exploratory practice is once you found out a problem, a singular specific problem that you want to go ahead and work on, go to YouTube, go to the internet and find a drill, or you can come up with a drill yourself that supports what you're trying to work on. So say you're trying to work on your hips, Google hip drills, go to YouTube and do hip drills for disc golf and find one that you think resonates with you. Pick it, study it, learn it, and in the next video, I'm gonna show you how you can take that drill and to take your analysis into field work to start making those improvements that you wanna see. But it all starts with the research. If you don't do this step, you're just gonna flail around and do field work until the cows come home and never get any better. Your arm's just gonna hurt. So make sure you're diligent in your exploratory practice. And tomorrow, we'll talk about how I do field work so that you can not be bored, but you can also make the progress that you wanna see in your form. That's it. Vlogmas day number 13 in the books. We're moving on up. Game on.